Hi Leo, I love you, honey. Don't forget we're going live August the 8th, 8 o'clock in the morning, 8 o'clock at night. So let's see for you, Leo. See, honey, we're gonna do a Celtic. Use some trigger decks. Whisper. Let's see. Leo. Holy angels, Holy spirits. To the divine above. Angels and ancestor God. For Leo. I'm just going to let it out. Oh, karmic woman. Don't make me doubt myself. I'm better than that. You are a divine blessing. Confused about the connection. Moving forward. Sit down, slow down. You have Capricorn energy in your internal. Do you miss me yet? Every last word you said to me is branded in my brain. Unfair, no justice. That's karma. Literally. Literally. Let me fix the table. Let's clarify. So, where your reading's going to start. Karmic woman is coming out with, check your block list. Might be someone negative, someone that you've already left behind that's trying to create profiles to get to you. Man or woman, regardless. Karmic woman could be a woman that don't like the feminine, and it could be a woman that still wants the masculine. Let's see who she is. Who is this bimbo? Karmic woman is a feminine that has not ascended yet. That's what it is. It's not that she is there is people that's walking around with dead souls on this earth, but karmic women, they're not dead souls. They're just women that has not spiritually awakened. That will awaken the masculine. And if it don't wake the masculine first, it'll wake the karmic first. You understand what I'm saying? So who is this karmic woman? Check your block list for the feminine. Oh my gosh. She got the feminine. She says, hello. She said, yeah. It weighs heavy on her too. She's worried about the karmic woman. This divine feminine is worried about the karmic woman. Successfully recognizing that the Queen of Cups, leaving behind a plan and preparation of a foresight, yeah, of Earth Angel. This feminine sees the spiritual good in another woman. She's like that poor woman. If she only knew. This is what the feminine's thinking right here. If she only knew. Well, let's keep this conversation between the women. What is one thing that the feminine knows that if the karmic woman knew, that it would help her spiritually? Oh my gosh. She's coming out. She said this risk that you took with the divine masculine was divine timing for you to ascend. She's telling her right there, this is immature manifestations. She was manifested immaturely, sexual immaturity by the masculine himself as a wish fulfillment here on earth. He made a wish to have sex with her. It happened, and that's just the way it was. Daggone feminine. This is a divine feminine that can sit down and have a conversation. For example, she can go on the back streets of New York City to the homeless. I don't like to call people homeless because we should look at the world as our playground. You understand? We're only given an address and a number by man, not by the divine himself. This is a feminine that regardless of where she's at, who she's around, she's always handing out abundance. She's literally telling this karmic, and I'm going to tell you why she's saying karmic here. This is the Queen of Swords, okay? The Queen of Swords is the direct opposite of the King of Wands, or Queen of Wands. Aries and Libra are direct opposites in this lifetime. Leo and Aquarius are direct opposites in this lifetime. Let's clarify the challenge. Daggone. The challenge is don't make me doubt myself. You know I'm better than that. Blocked by baggage from the past. This feminine's actually helping this divine. This divine feminine is helping this Queen of Swords. Because she knows that's the only thing that's going to help this masculine. But she's doing it energetically. So what we want to ask here, where is the divine feminine when it comes to blocked by baggage from the past? Don't make me doubt myself. This feminine is telling this Queen of Swords, hey, you know you deserve better anyway. you know when you get them, she might actually be talking about her masculine, but when you don't match, you don't match. That's that frequency we was talking about. When you get a frequency of 410 and put it together with the frequency of 888, it's not gonna do anything. Now you put an 888 against the 888 and you'll hit your fucking knees. This feminine said if an energy don't match, it don't match. Don't push something, because you just make it worse on yourself. That's what she's telling her. Where is the divine feminine overall here? Page of Wands. She's like, yeah, it's an interesting offer. She's also ignoring the offer if it comes in sexually, flirtatiously. Masculine, yeah, he's seeing this clearly. And he's sad about it. This Ace of Cups and the Ace of Swords, love come before truth. And then the devil stepped in. Yeah, low vibing dark side. Low vibing attachments. There's the true sword under the bed. Blocked. Confusion. Look. To manifest. Blocking out confusion to be able to manifest emotionally masculine. With a wish. So. There was a masculine here. Sitting one day, one afternoon. In deep emotional thought. And through that emotional thought, he thought one negative thought, which had gave the dark side the allowance to enter. Temptation to enter. And that's what he has clearly seen right now. He's bringing clarity into the Five of Cups. The path of interest is at a dead end. Patiently waiting for the right time to choose a path of interest that has already run out of energy. A successful spiritual blessing with the Strength card. Powerful and spiritual, baby. Oh, man. And earlier when the masculine came out with the 9 cups, that's an earthly wish. You got 5 cups, 4 cups here. Yeah, they got their earthly wish, but they got it separated. Well, where's that karmic woman there? She's secretly struggling with seeing it for what it is. You have the Hermit and the Star. Oh, she might actually be reflecting. Initiating a redo, starting all over. Said, I'm sorry, but this manifestation of a contract, boom shakalaka, it's going to shock her into a cycle to make a stand on the deception of inner trust justifiably. She knows, oh my gosh, this Queen of Swords knows if she does what the feminine told her to do, then it's going to cause her to pay all her fucking lies, her deceit. She knows that the feminine's trying to talk her into manifest. But the feminine's looking at it as a way, hey, if you manifest to go ahead and pay for all that, you'll be able to be free. You'll be able to be spiritually free. And the karmic's like, what the fuck, you think I'm crazy? Well, that's where the masculine is right now. He says, oh, no. Foundation, Sagittarius, and you are a divine blessing. Sagittarius energy could be temperance, hope, faith, balance, renewal, the union between emotional opposites, justified soulmates. Two of Swords at the crossroads, blocking out the Queen of Cups. At the crossroads, Cancer energy. What is this Sagittarius energy here for the feminine? Now, it's the Knight of Wands. So the Sagittarius energy is the King of Pentacles and the World. Muslim following through till the end. To move forward with the soulmate connection to successfully recognize his judgment. Oh shit. Where is this masculine in his judgment? This could have happened up to 7 years ago. Where he is in his judgment. New energy. Oh, confused. What is the 8 Swords? He's confused on why he's so interested, because it brings him to his emotional independent defense through power. It's like you don't have to say a word for this masculine with the new energy of confusion. Like, what the fuck? This masculine. What's so confused? Didn't chase when she left. The one that got away. Intuitive preparations. Their intuition planned it for them to come together with the Queen of Pentacles. Capricorn energy. Yeah, the Tower on the devil. They're going to burn the devil in his own hell. Toxic Tower. Bring the Tower on the toxic energy. The Queen of Cups and Judgment. Cancer energy. There's a Queen of Cups going to make a final and firm decision on a Queen of Swords. And the Queen of Pentacles. Quickly communicating with one's intuition. Leo energy. Justice. There's a Cancer energy here standing up for you. Wanting Leo to get justice. Wow. Who is the Cancer energy? The Tower. It's the one that's going to make the shocking move. 6 Swords. They're going to relocate. Like a boss. Who is the Cancer energy? Again, a Tower and the Wheel of Fortune again. It's a shocking move. You're not going to see it, I don't think. Knight of Swords. Chariot in reverse. They know if they rush in that you won't go. Yeah, the Strength card. Communicating to Leo without support and contract. They want to talk to you to see where you are. See if you're able to reconsider the move. Set the boundaries on moving forward. To make a stand and being friends and standing up for each other. Trusting in the stance. Well, I would like to ask, okay, so in the recent past we have confused about the connection. Well, right here, that's what it's going to tell us back there. Playing with someone's mind without interest. Like woke them up, woke you up and wasn't ready to connect with you. So you have boss up and confused about this connection. Boss up is the masculine. Where's the divine feminine? 6 Cups, past life nostalgia. You've known each other before. 2 Cups, yeah, soulmate friend. Where's the masculine? He confused him. It confused him because this soulmate was someone. She probably touched his hair. She probably just acted like she knew him her whole life. Because that's exactly the fucking way she felt. And you know what he did? He put 6 swords in those 6 cups. And brought 5 wands to her 2 cups. This masculine challenged the soulmate connection. What with? Jealousy. struggling, unknown struggle, trying to be comfortable with Leo energy. Yeah, Leo, your energy is not easy to maintain, or, yeah, Queen of Wands and the Hierophant, especially when you're so confident and fucking spiritual. You've already come to this Queen of Wands, whether an Aries energy or a female fire sign, she is not scared to die. She knows that you don't really die. She knows you just change realms. She's ready. Her family knows it. Her mama know it. Her daddy know it. And the karmic does too. This, I know for sure the feminine in this reading has beat the devil at their own game. Now it's the masculine left to follow. Because now it's the feminine trying to heal the karmic, so the karmic don't like the masculine anymore. They're going to end up being at a disgust with this masculine. And it's going to throw this masculine in confusion. What? They're not interested in sex anymore? The karmic's looking at themselves as they deserve better than this masculine. Well, if that's not a throw forward. Oh, what's at the top of this spread? When one is healing, so is the other twin flame moving forward. So that's the Chariot and the Lovers. This is a Lovers connection moving forward victoriously. Chariot's when you're leaving everything behind, only taking your necessities and nothing of your wants, telling them everything. Hey, I love you, and you know, you remember like 10 years ago when you did this to me? Well, you know, it hurt my feelings a little bit, but I got over it, and I just wanted to tell you that, you know, get those last words out to those people that, you know, once you start doing what you're going to do in life, you might not ever see those people again. You never know the last time you're going to be somewhere. Focused on working together with family to justify the focus. That way people that you love know exactly what you're going to do and why you're going to do it. You're not going to have to explain yourself to any fucking body else. Because your twin flame's going to understand you without words. One look and they know what you're going to do all day. Two Pentacles, busy, behind the scenes. Indeed. Oh, come here, Ethel. You have the Hierophant. My gosh, Temperance. You've healed from being heartbroken through the divine above. Oh my gosh. That was a shocking revelation of the initiation. Emotion was blocked. They know they hurt your feelings. Someone know, man or woman, Leo, someone knows that they hurt your feelings really good. And they was proud of it then. But now they know what kind of person you are. What is this person thinking that they should have done different then? What are they thinking they should have done different then? Four of Wands in reverse. They wasn't comfortable. They wasn't emotionally ascended. King of Cups to the Knight of Cups. Successfully. They have recognized that their blockage was they wasn't emotionally ascended. Knight of Cups and the King of Cups. They didn't love themselves. I'm asking why. They didn't love themselves until they initiated a contract with Leo. And that's what got them thinking. The King of Swords, it got them thinking they matchmake the Queen of Swords. Yes, the enlightenment, happiness, bliss, with hope, faith, balance, renewal of spiritual realm, deception, and communication. The masculine's going to figure out that she's lied about everything. That's the Seven Swords. Both of you are going to come to a term where you're going to say, once you do leave the past behind, all the deceptions and interferences, you're going to be saying, it is what it is. Life is life. You're looking for a lover's connection with boundaries. You're reconsidering the partnerships that you come through with. The only one you're going to move forward with, it looks like twin flame. You have twin flame here 2 times. That's what the lover's connection is. It is not a choice in between two. There is not 3 people there. And the divine angel is there. If there was any wrongdoing there between those 2 people purposefully, the angel wouldn't be there. Gotta fly with 2 wings, not 1. What's coming in this reading? Something might want to make you sit down, slow down for a minute. Oh, look, Gemini energy. Gemini energy is the lover's connection. Ooh. Huh. You might actually be able to sit down with your twin. Or you're going to sit someone down from coming towards you abruptly. Gemini energy is someone that speaks up without thinking. Might even throat punch them. Yeah. Five Pentacles in reverse. You're not you're not connecting. You're not holding back. That's low vibing energy. What's the Gemini energy? Look, look. It's a karmic twin. Negative argument. Somebody could be coming through the Page of Cups and just literally telling you, hey, I'm sorry that I talked about you. They're actually, because the Knight of Swords and let me slow down. Capricorn and Gemini energy up there, which remember, Capricorn is in your energy here. Somebody was talking very fucking bad about you. Maybe they're going to be like, sit down for a minute and let me tell you something. I'm going to tell you right now, whoever's going to try to do this to Leo, you better not. Because this Leo right here is ready. If you even make it to him. Yeah. 10 Cups in reverse. Emotional drainage. You better get your thoughts together before you come to this Leo with that page. Let's see what you're going to do with that devil when it comes in, because you got Capricorn energy in your internal. Oh my gosh. And Libra. This is the feminine sitting the karmic down. Oh my gosh. What is she saying to her? The Hermit. She said reflect. Your mind, body, and the soul. Reflect on love. On a wish fulfillment. Secretly at a dead end. Queen of Pentacles. There's a feminine talking to this karmic woman about a toxic mother. And the reason why this feminine knows that she has a toxic mother is because the way she portrays herself. The way this Queen of Swords dresses, the way she talks, the way she sits, it tells the feminine that she's really never had a real woman to, and I'm going to say it with passion, a real woman to look up to. The feminine's not looking at it as putting her soul at risk. She's that fucking healed, is what I'm going to say. And if this is the feminine coming in the reading, she's like, I'm sorry, devil, but coming in like that, you better sit the fuck down. What would the feminine say to the devil, Page of Cups? Boom, shakalaka. She gonna set the motherfucker down, judgment. Breaker, 1-9. She gonna point her finger and that devil gonna sit down and he's gonna sit down. This devil will obey the feminine. Oh my gosh. She's like, off with his head, devil. Devil says, like, okay, let me go do it. Energetically, they would cut him off from the feminine. The dark side wouldn't even get to the feminine. This is you take somebody, the ruler of hell, tells their people, this one you don't touch. That's where this feminine is in this reading right here. You don't touch her, hell's gonna break loose. We're gonna have a lot more work to do. This is what he's saying. Okay, so where's the divine masculine when it comes to the Page of Cups, the devil, Gemini energy, and sit down, slow down? Masculine. Queen of Cups. Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so remember when the Knight of Cups and the King of Cups come? Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces energy. These two might have actually had a baby out of wedlock. That makes it a karmic child between the two because it causes friction. Don't nobody pay for that more than the baby does. That's the spiritual enlightenment, happiness, bliss. Naked baby on a pony. Yep, opened up to low vibes. Took one... What is the Sun and the 5 Pentacle? Boom, shakalaka, right there. Shockingly, shocking. Abrupt blockage. Abrupt halt. Ten Swords. Hierophant. Spiritual dead ends. Left the spirit realm at a dead end fault, which caused the intuition to be blocked. And here is the moon and the 10 cups, which is hidden from family. Secrets in the family. Secrets in the family cause the intuition to be blocked because there's too much ruckus in there. The King of Cups, masculine energy, holding back this transition. Until he starts loving himself first, he's not going to be able to transition. And once he starts loving himself first, everybody else is going to fall off like a bunch of fucking rotten apples. This devil hangs on the Wheel of Fortune. You see him? He's right there. Where's the masculine when it comes to Libra energy and Capricorn? This is going to be justice and the devil. Justifying the dark side. Spiritually balancing the devil. Don't ever correct on earth what needs to be corrected in heaven. Masculine coming out with the strength card. Look at that. Strength, courage, power, wisdom, self-love, self-care, self-attainment. He's being comfortable. Happy life, happy home. Even the dog eats good. This masculine has no children. Secretly committed. Oh. Dead-end friends. Struggling with dead-end friends. So the masculine is comfortable where he's living, but he does have some dead-end friends around him. So where's the divine feminine Leo here? She recognizes all the deception and interferences. She sure does. The feminine with the Hermit and the Ace of Cups, she's also telling that karmic woman up there, well, maybe once you find your mind, body, and the soul, you'll find true love. And that's going to help the masculine stabilize his power. She's taken, the feminine is literally going to be taking the friction off the masculine through manifestations. Judgment. Breaker, breaker, 1-9, calling on the Divine Father. You got a moment? Her ancestors sure do. They're like, what you need, honey? You okay? She's like, nope, I'm not. Literally. And this is what they're going to do for her. Let's get these. Well, this is what they're going to do for her. They're going to come in to an external energy and they're going to say, do you miss me yet? That's a Leo energy. Look, lean on me. They miss your energy. They miss how much help you were energetically. Huh. What's these ancestors going to do to this person? Well, they're struggling emotionally. It's a wish fulfillment of marriage. Or emotionally content with family. Okay, so your ancestors are saying this person struggles with being emotionally content with family. They want them to get that over with before they can be emotionally content with you. Because if they can't get along with their own blood, yeah. Sometimes DNA is brought to teach you what you need to know to get on your spiritual path. That's why you're born to them. That's why you live with them. At least 18 years of your fucking life. What needs to be done with family? Well, what needs to be done with family needs to be looked at as a low vibe. Curiosity. Coming into some truth. Looking for some truth. Some sort of small clarity. That's where the low vibe's coming from. Yes, you have to love family, but you don't have to like them. You don't have to take care of them all the time. Just make sure they eat and they're good. Everything else is an earthly pleasure. You know? Indeed. Well, that's what they're realizing. What would this person want to tell Leo if they wanted to say something right now? Releasing the stress, anxiety, and sleepless nights of this one-sided situation without support, in communication, judgment on the family. They're telling you that you did not have to tell them face-to-face, that they felt your energy, they heard your message, and they're going to make their final and firm decision on the 10 Cups. That 10 Cups is the Ace of Pentacles. They're going to plan and prepare a different foresight of a contract that's masculine behind the scenes. They're not going to tell family. They're not going to tell him everything like they used to, you know. Like if this masculine went somewhere all day, he'd have to write a schedule down for somebody he lived with. And they'd be like, well, where are you going to be at 3 o'clock and 4:30? They're like, I don't know. And, you know, this is a masculine that when he goes on a job, he doesn't have a time limit. It's like a contract. When he gets done is when he gets done. Let me get this card. So he's curious about where all the low vibes coming from. It's those friends. That's where he's going to call for judgment on the hold of a wish. He's like, hold the fuck up. A wish fulfillment to block negative friends. Yep. That's it. Because what's going to actually happen here is every word you said to me is branded in my brain is coming out as karmic man. Masculine, do not allow this relationship with the karmic woman to echo in your brain. That's what's causing your energy to shift. You got to cleanse it. Just like washing a bowl. You never eat out of an empty bowl. Excuse me. A dirty, empty bowl. 9 Pentacles. It's an independent, spiritual, independent, emotionally complete, without support, with a successful transition. That's what has to be mastered and focused on. If you transition by yourself, they can't say, hey, you wouldn't have that if it wasn't for me. Well, what's the karmic man about with the divine masculine here? My gosh. Temperance. He was trying to find peace without knowing that once he initiated this heartbreak, he was going to be strategically thinking about... He didn't know... The masculine didn't know he was going to be thinking about something too much. But they also want to tell you how you're going to find peace and contentment without knowing the truth. The challenge here, that's knowing the truth, but sad about it. Successful, abundant contract, tower, without support. Yep. So the masculine did not support the abundified path. The acknowledgement of stress. Build the foundation in distress. Where's the masculine in every word you said to me is branded in my brain? Well, King of Swords again. They're thinking about it. Yeah. And that's what's going to lead them to talk to their higher self. They're going to be thinking about it so much, their higher self's going to say, hello, haven't seen you for a minute. There's the 10 Cups in reverse and the Knight of Wands. No longer allowing family to play with their emotions and feelings. Being able to heal behind the scenes, secretly. Look at that. Tower, hidden tower moment. Secret tower moment. This masculine is going to be secretly committing to a contract that they made to themselves. You know those promises that you make to yourself that you're never going to break? Because there's at least 5 people. It's an internal challenge. It's challenging their destiny. Negative friends, untrustworthy friends, Knight of Cups, or Pisces, King of Cups. So these friends are actually low vibe and emotional friends. So this person, masculine, is telling herself, well, if I can get into that King of Cups energy, I won't have to worry about that. The rotten apples will fall off on their own. And to do that, unfair, no justice, comfort zone. What's that? That's karma. Being comfortable with karma. No justice. Not spiritually balanced. Unfair, comfort. Where's the feminine? She's mastered the contract. She's focused on the Ace of Pentacles. She's got justice in the upright and the fucking sun. She's opened up justifiably. She's spiritually balanced with the sun. Masculine. Codependently, he has to rip all those swords out of his back. He's not single, maybe. A different perspective on where he stands. He's telling himself that it's not fair. He said, I should be able to do whatever I want here. Yeah, you can do whatever you want on the earthly realm, but the spiritual realm, you got a schedule, buddy. Why is justice in reverse? Masculine. 2 wands. Justice. He's patiently waiting for the right time to justify it. He's very uncomfortable, though. The Muslim's very uncomfortable. Why? Because, honey, it's the death card energy. Oh, excuse me. It's the death card energy. He hasn't turned the card over yet. Knight of Cups. Death to friends. He's got to end it with friends to be spiritually balanced. A transition of friends. Because the enlightenment, yep. He's got to also open up to family that has drained his emotions, where he can heal. Look, you got the star, the sun, the moon right there. What the fuck? It's a plan in preparation to acknowledge one's independence. Working together. Look, with the Hierophant there. Divine and Cancer energy. Chariot. This is a divine relocation. The divine could actually be relocating you. Where's the feminine here? In the Hierophant and Cancer energy? Wow. You know, the Chariot, the divine is like, get out of here. Don't come back. Not going back to the situations that broke you, to try to heal. That's what this is. The enlightenment of spiritual truth behind the scenes. That's like going to the library every day and studying one subject for 6 months. How much you going to learn on that one subject? This is spiritual change. I mean, that's synchronicity for the major arcana of tarot. Where's the feminine in the Hierophant and Cancer energy? Feminine. Scorpio, she's matching it. She said, checkmate, bitch. Too much gossip. Be careful who you trust. She knows. The feminine sees it. This is an emotional red flag. An emotional transition. This feminine, through the emotional transition, she's actually ascended. She doesn't trust anything she hears and half of what she sees. Masculine, where are you? Don't let anyone block you from your soul. Rough start. That's why he blocked. Check your block list, karmic woman. She wants him to unblock her. He says this is so unfair. He's not in his comfort zone. The karmic woman wants him to unblock her. And drop it in the quicksand and let it go. She doesn't want him to be able to go fix himself. Well, what's going to happen here? Where's the Leo feminine? I never meant to hurt you, but ego. I want you to understand that I know what I deserve. Taurus energy. That's a spiritual ascension, honey. Spiritual King of Wands. How much longer? Virgo energy. The feminine's asking, and who the feminine's got in reflection is the karmic woman. And she knows as soon as the karmic woman goes in there and pays those dues, that's where the masculine's going to say, you know what, I've been wrong about this the whole time, but see, it's what the test for the masculine is here, is for him to make the first move. Don't let the karmic woman checkmate your ass. She checkmates your ass, the divine's going to make you pay. Let's get the other trigger deck. What would the karmic woman be trying to checkmate before the feminine? On the masculine. When and no. When you going to say no, Empress? When you say no to the Empress, or maybe. Let's keep going. When you say no to the Empress, the High Priestess becomes impatient. That is, the higher self becomes impatient because this karmic woman is strategically thinking in the spiritual realm there. Furious. Why? One is lost and vengeful. If you have a welcome mat at your front door, take that off. The word welcome is welcoming anybody in your front door. Feminine said there's too much going on over there. What does the masculine want to tell this feminine? Ending of a cycle, insecurity. He's done. He's done being insecure. He's done being at a low vibe. It's a heavy weight intuitive. It's the 10 Wands and the High Priestess. They come out at the beginning of the reading. Where's the feminine? Curious. Insulted. She's looking for some truth, some sort of clarity of why she feels so insulted. On how miserable. She says the audacity. Guilty Emperor. She said he knows what he's done. He's not stupid. Impressed. She said the Tower will impress. The frustration and the angriness and the nervousness to yes. She is the one that has compressed his mean ass ways and gonna put some light on it in a crown. Because never satisfied, when you think about it too much, the divine feminine, she says, maybe feisty, he'll feel offended too. She's not going to do it to his face. The feminine's going to do it behind the scenes through the divine. And you know, when the divine does it, they can put a little bit more than feistiness on it. Because what happened to the masculine once this feminine, she's like, if you think you're going to offend me, what happened was the acknowledgement from the start, working together from the start. Queen of Swords deception. Feminine's done. She was waiting to choose a different path of interest, but it was weighing heavy if the masculine followed through with the Queen of Wands, immaturely spiritual. Feminine said, fuck you both. I'll help you heal, and then I'll go on my own way if that's what you want. I love you guys. Ciao.